Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fieldwake. We have just had Nets go Fisto a Mano to a 6-foot-tall mantis, and between the three of them, they have actually figured out now that they are in a situation, whether it is a alternate universe, a simulation, a drug-induced mass hypnosis, where Fisto a Mano, nice.
Sorry.
Whether whatever the situation they're in is, that it's exertion of will that seems to change things. So when Snarbly Woof was looking at the computer screen, it made sense to him that there would be words on the screen, but he can't read words. So there was stuff on the screen that he couldn't read. When Bomber saw it, it then became something that Bomber could read, something that Bomber expected to see, which was a login screen. So they've kind of been edging towards the understanding that it's the strength of will and the strength of character or the strength of mind that is affecting the world around them. But there's obviously something else going on, because there was the chittering noise before any of them thought of something that would chitter. So there's other things going on. And they've also found, as Nets found out by wrapping his arms in fabric and painting them like muscles, that some things are difficult to do. He ended up with two muscly meat masses wrapped around his arms, not bigger, stronger arms. So they fled from the 6-foot-tall snapping monster creature thing into the next corridor. The door behind them is still open. So we're going to see... Yes, he ham-fisted it, yes. So we're going to see what our three characters decide to do in this little heaven
next room
or hell that they've found themselves in.
So we're just in another hallway now?
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Will check.
I see nothing except another doorway saying exit.
Oh. Well, what I see is like what looks like a bunker, decorated like a children's room, and looks like to be a birthday party. That's it says it's like a birthday party. There's a bunch of people we all know and stuff, like Amanda and Rash Man, and that guy that Bomber did a thing with in the shower. And the cake says Snarbly Woof, but everyone's chanting to Nets, "Happy birthday!" and all that stuff.
Okay.
And
Bomber and Nets roll will save, please.
oh, should I roll my will save? Or
Yes, please do.
I got a 18.
7.
I got 14 total.
Okay, so Bomber, what do you think is happening in this corridor? You've been in this corridor before. You know this corridor.
It's just nothing's happening. We're exiting. It now says exit on the other side of the corridor, and nothing's happening. I'm not getting attacked by shit. It's just a calm, leisurely walk through a dimly lit, scary corridor.
Of course, he had to mention scary.
Nets, what do you see?
Okay, so I'm walking into this corridor with the mindset of I can make this be what I want. I know what I see, but I'm looking at the walls for a large removable panel of a decent thickness or density. So I'm looking to make a panel with my mind's eye.
Okie dokie.
By the way, Vagabond is no longer in game.
Yeah, Vagabond just got kicked.
Okay.
Is he still in Discord with us?
I think he timed out. I think his internet went down is what it is.
Yeah, I can see him in Discord, but not hearing anything yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Okie dokie. So you enter into this corridor, and you're all kind of like focusing your brain. Nets is focusing his brain on seeing a panel that he can remove. Bomber is focusing his brain on getting out, escape, leave, go. And Snarbly Wolf is focusing his brain on a party. Because Snarbly Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So okay. So what happens is you come into this corridor together, and there's a cake on the floor, and some balloons in the corner, and a couple of shadowy images around you. There's brightly lit, and there's a door at the end that says exit. There's several panels hanging off the wall and one falling from the ceiling, kind of like disrepaired panels. The cake on the floor says nets, and there's a big banner on the wall that says Snarbly Woof, and there's a kind of like little sound system in the corner that's playing Happy Birthday Bomber quietly, and there's a chittering sound in the room, and several of the little crystal insect things are sort of crawling over the cake.
Do we all see the crystal critters?
Yep.
I'm gonna take a shot at 2 of them. It's a semi-automatic. I'll shoot at 2 different ones.
Go for it.
So, son of a bitch. And if it's another one, I'm just gonna not fight anything ever again. Okay, 10. That's
So he got a
marginally
critical
better.
failure and a 10. Hello, Vagabond.
Hello?
There we go.
Hello.
Yay!
Welcome back, Vagabond. So, Bomber.
Sorry about that.
Bomber
It's
raises
fine.
Jericho, the mighty corpse of Jericho, and pulls the trigger twice more. And the unfortunate habit of firing bullets through a man-made fiber rabbit is taking its toll, and the hot barrel is dunked up with melted plastic, and the gun jams and fails to fire with a kind of click crack. So what we have now is we have a cake on the floor with nets written on it, and a banner with Snarbly Woof, and a music player in the corner that's singing Happy Birthday Bomber, and panels hanging off the walls showing circuitry and Jeffrey's tubes, and a door with exit written on it, and several of these little crystalline critters walking around on the cake, and Bomber standing there all confident to bestride himself with spread legs in a kind of wide-legged shooting stance, pointing a stuffed rabbit at them and making clicking sounds with his finger as he pulls the trigger.
I'm sorry. Can someone bring me up to speed on what the setting was when we walked through?
It's an amalgamation of everything.
Of everything
Yeah.
we
Oh, so-
said we saw, parts of it are
You
there.
see.
Like there's a cake on the floor with my name on it, a banner with your name on it, shadowy figures
Somebody
that
singing.
don't actually exist, an exit sign on the doorway, and then like a bunch of panels in disrepair hanging off everything because I was looking for panels. Yeah.
So we
Oh.
saw panels everywhere.
Well, happy birthday, guys.
So after seeing Bomber raise his finger bear and click, I walk
Finger
up
bear.
behind him and put my hand on his shoulder and just kind of shake my head. It's like, why? You know the cake's a lie. And then I go over to one of the panels, pull it off, and start drawing a new sword.
Okay.
I had to. As soon as you said there's cake on the floor, I'm
Yeah.
like, the cake's a lie. We're in a simulation. Pop culture for the win. Yay.
You make me sad, Toad. Just so you know.
So,
I'm gonna throw my finger bear at them. I was gonna throw a stuffed animal at one of them. So I just winged it, and I was like, no, screw you. Stuffed animal at a group of them. Who do I hit? I'm just lobbing it like as hard as possible. Just a blind throw at what? A 9.
Okay, so roll a will save for me, Mr. Bomber.
Haha, I hit nothing.
Okay, so you wing the stuffed animal finger bear at it, and it hits one of the little crystalline critters, and it just bounces off the way a stuffed animal would.
But it's got a gun in it. Shit. It's an imaginary gun. Shit.
So, Snarbly Wolf, what are you up to?
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take on what am I gonna do? So we got a couple crystal mite guys
Yep,
all
you've
over
got
the
a couple
floor.
of crystal mites. Yep.
All right, so I think I'll I'll grab one of the crystal mites, but like by the crystal, and then smash it against another one like a hammer.
Okay. So
Nice.
roll D20 for me and add your melee.
Well, screw melee then. All right, so melee, where is it? Where would it be under the skills?
It would be just underneath your saves. It would be
Oh, melee
melee.
save. All right. Handheld +2, 4.
Nice.
Okay. So Snarbly Wolf kind of snatches for one of the crystalline critters, but it kind of skitters out of his way because Snarbly Wolf knows that he's going to pick it up and hit it against something, and it probably doesn't want that to happen. Meanwhile, the CD player in the background is now playing a weird mix of Happy Birthday and chittering noises out of its speaker, as the kind of the sound waves start to sort of merge together.
Mind if I do another act? Mind if I say something to the phonograph or music player?
Go for it.
Play my ABC song.
Roll a will save.
Just yell at and command it.
Intimidate.
4.
You know what? Screw
The
you.
rolls are not in my favor.
It starts playing Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round.
Yes.
Good.
Is the
wait,
guy
all
still
86 verses, or just the standard elementary school one?
194 verses.
Good enough.
Is the guy playing guitar and singing still in the corner? If so, since he's going to be an absolute ass clown, I'm going to roll to seduce him. We're going to have a rape this time.
Roll a will save.
I thought you promised we wouldn't.
I lied. I roll to seduce the guitar player.
Okay.
Is this not just like a shadowy figure in everybody else's mind's eye right now as you described it?
Nope. He managed to pull out the guitar player was like the one tangible figure, if I'm correct.
Well, now he is.
Now he is, yes. Wait, can it be a she so it's not gay?
Oh no, you said he.
You said
No,
he multiple times.
No.
So there is now
Okay.
this middle-aged, grey-bearded birthday guitar player with a birthday hat on and a guitar who's been strumming the Happy Birthday theme, and Bomber just walks up to him and they just start kissing.
That's not what I said by seduce, but okay.
They just
That is
start
not
making out in the
you
corner.
whore. That is not what I was wanting. I was hoping to prolong the bullshit, but no, you just went straight to sucking face.
Yep, you and the
You
guitar
whore. You whore. I did it to myself though. I can't even be angry.
Meanwhile, Nets has drawn himself a broadsword on a panel, and surprise, surprise, he actually does end up with a reasonably functional broadsword.
Yay!
Yay.
I want to find something somewhat pocketed, like a light fixture or something, and draw it into a sheath for my sword.
Oh wow, roll a will save for me.
I just made a sword. Why can't I draw the sheath for it? Maybe I can. I can critically draw that sheath.
Nice. That's the best sheath ever.
You draw yourself like think like a Daedric sword sheath from Skyrim. You draw yourself
Like
a
the most
full-on.
badass, I'm gonna wreck everything here sheath.
Yep. So you've got a beautiful sheath.
And a reasonably
And,
functional sword to put in it.
A reasonably functional sword. Nice. Okay, so the shadowy figures that are moving around this birthday party come escape attempt come Net's arming himself up for medieval warfare. Two of them resolve themselves into kind of they're a weird cross between medieval armor and spacesuits. So they're kind of like a cross between kind of like a full plate knight and a spacesuit. You're thinking sort of along the lines of this sort of error.
I love how we just hear a gigantic semi go flying past. Just boom, like shit.
Sort of like this thing kind of resolve themselves into this. One of them is armed with a sort of automatic weapon. The other one is armed with what appears to be a shield and a spiked mace. And they're both looking quite intently at Nets. Because as Nets has been doing this, Nets has been kind of like, he's been thinking about swords and shields and knights and soldiers and warriors. And Nets is a bit of a nerd. So he's kind of been thinking this is where this idea of a sword has come from. Like he has this
So like I've fleshed out a universe for my sword.
Yep.
Awesome, and now the universe is gonna attack me.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I'm just getting some gay action. Damn it, I don't want action anymore.
Snarbly Woof, what are you up to?
So we still have those crystal things around, right?
Yep, the crystal critters are still.
Are there any doors to open?
There's the door marked exit, and as you kind of look around, you see another couple of doors.
I'm
I'm
open
going
one
to
of those doors.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna finish making out with this person.
Don't you just kind of stop? How do you finish making out?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Just think this is done. This is over. No more of this. Enough.
Okay, so
it was an accident.
Snarbly Woof goes and opens one of the doors, and it leads into a sort of like a kind of not quite like a playroom, but think like one of the like soft play gyms. Like there's lots of big soft shapes, and there's a bouncy castle, and there's bright primary colors, and it's beautiful and charming and soft and squishy and quite friendly. Meanwhile, Bomber roll will save for me.
Perfect.
Okay.
16.
So that nice guitar playing old man who was playing happy birthday tunes that you're making out with. You're being cuddled by a praying mantis alien.
You know what? It's better than a dude. I'm gonna roll a sanity check right now.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, so that's a 2.
Yeah, Bomber's sanity has snapped. Bomber
I love how he just induced that on himself too. It's like I'm gonna check to see if I can stay sane at this. Not that he was requested to at all.
No,
like,
this was just
instead of my DM torturing me, I'm gonna torture myself.
It was the logical next step to finding out I'm getting my face sucked by a praying mantis. Let's be honest now.
So, Bomber is now insane and currently in a extramarital snog with praying mantis alien.
Am I enjoying it at least?
Oh, you're thoroughly enjoying yourself.
Fantastic.
Nets is currently being stared down by two armored guys in medieval spacesuit cross things. Sword of Wonder. What is Nets up to now?
Please be good. Please be. Damn it.
What is it? What is it? Yes.
Okay, so with my great will save of 4, I look at both of them that are now staring me down. It's like, you are my companions. Follow us.
So one of them raises his rifle and shatters bullets into the metal panels around you, and the other one kind of marches forward with his sword. Neither of them say anything, and it's just the dull ring of kind of armored suits and bullets on metal. Meanwhile, Snarbly Woof has entered into a nice plush playroom with soft music playing. What would you like to do, Snarbly Woof?
Is that a clicking sound that's been here since like the beginning of the session? Still here?
Yes, the chittering sound, yes.
Has it gotten any louder?
No?
No. Well, first off, what are some of the nice objects in the playroom?
You've got a bouncy castle in the corner. You've got a big soft mat play area. You've got some big kind of like the sort of 2 foot by 3 foot squidgy building bricks, like the big soft play building bricks that they use to build things that kids can fall off.
It's basically a retard safe room, is what he's saying.
Pretty much, yeah. Not quite that.
Perfect.
Perfect indeed. Perfect indeed. Anyway. I take one of the bricks, I throw it up in the air, and catch it like it's a crowbar.
Roll a will save.
Catch it like a crowbar.
1, it hits him in the face. Is a yes. Oh my god,
1.
I called it. Oh, I called it though.
Okay, so you throw the brick up in the air and it comes down and you catch it and you are holding a crowbar. You are holding a crowbar made of padding and vinyl plastic.
Good enough.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh, the madness, the absolute
Okay.
psychotic madness.
so I'm gonna sheath my sword and run into the room where Nets is, or not Nets. Snarbly Wolf.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
You flee into the room with Snarbly Wolf.
Entering the room, I'm a little bit taken aback by its new scenery. And then I proceed to the ball pit. I grab a ball. I draw a pin on it with my markers. And I proceed to pull the pin and throw it like a grenade towards the Space Knights.
Okay.
With my intentful will of 15.
And the universe says a grenade goes flying out of the door and lands at the feet of the Space Knights. The grenade goes, and the Space Knights get thrown backwards. It's cartoonishly exaggerated as the Space Knights go flinging backwards and slam into the walls of the corridor and kind of crumble into heaps.
What happens to me? Because I'm in the same room as the explosion. What is my situation like? Aside from getting face sucked by a mantis. Fuck.
Okay, so basically, Nets kind of forgot that you were there.
Yeah, like I'm not
as-
thinking of you. I'm like, Knights kill
I
them.
died.
As he hurls the grenade out, Snarbly Wolf has a passing thought of, but Bomber's in there, and Snarbly Wolf's passing thought of Bomber being in there and hoping that Bomber's okay, kind of provides a little shield, a little bubble of protection around
Yay.
Bomber. The explosion kind of passes through him more than hitting him, and throws the mantis creature that he's currently having a make-out session with against the wall. He feels this pang of disappointment in his chest as he realizes that he's
Oh.
not able to make out with the mantis creature anymore. I mean, he was getting on with her, like they were getting somewhere. Was it her? Was it him? Doesn't matter. They might have ended up in bed together. Who cares what gender it was? It was a space creature. But the mantis thing appears to have splattered against the wall for now.
I'm gonna run and grab the gun from the dude, the space knight, and just unload a clip into both of them.
No!
A half clip each.
Stop doubting! Just pick things up with authority!
I did do it, authority.
Okay, so you run over to the knight.
Wait, that's 9. Never mind.
You run over to the knight with the assault rifle, and you scoop up the assault rifle, and you point at his chest, and you chatter out a half a clip into him, and you turn to the knight with the sword, and you chatter out half a clip into him, and you notice that like this hasn't really done anything to their armor, and the explosion hasn't really done anything to their armor, and they're both rather creakily getting back up onto their feet.
Huh. Okay, I walk out the door, and I point at both of the space knights. So just from one to another, pointing at them. It's like, you are empty suits of armor. Just willing them to be empty, usable suits of armor. With a 14.
You now have 2 empty usable suits of armor slowly creaking their way to their feet.
Oh no. I walk back into the playroom kind of half disappointed, but also being like, yeah, that's cool. I take a couple more balls, draw them up as grenades, and then jaunt out as those things are still slowly walking up and drop a couple ball grenades down the neck of each of them.
I was gonna get in one, you douche.
They're empty
Before you
armor
do
now
that-
attacking you, you dumbass.
If I can get in, it would be better.
As it then turns around and snaps your spine.
I'm trying to get in it, you whore. Let me get in it.
Just like you tried to get in the Mantis alien.
I have no response to that. I got 9. I
Okay.
win by 1.
So, Bomber kind of runs over to one of the suits creaking up, and he kind of like wrenches the helmet off from one of the shoulder pads out of the way, and he kind of squirms his way in through the hole and reaches his way into the suit. And he's now inside the suit, and it makes perfect sense to him. He's inside the suit, therefore he controls the suit. There's a little resistance when he tries to move, but for the most part, he can move the suit reasonably sort of logically. Nets runs out with a pair of ball grenades and drops them into the suit, and they explode, and the suit gets blown into little bits that scatter around the room. Snarbly Woof, what are you up to?
Alright, so I take my crowbar, and I enter, and I barge through another one of the doors, hoping it's like imagining that it's a bank robbery in progress.
Where are you taking us? You asshat!
Yeah. I guess he's
4! Shoot.
Ha.
I am having terrible rolls this whole session.
I am in control of this suit, and I am just gonna stomp my ass through the door. I'm not even gonna open it. I'm just gonna walk through the door. I'm gonna make a hole as I walk through it.
Okay, so Snarbly Woof grabs up his foam crowbar, his foam rubber crowbar, and goes storming through another door. And he storms in on a bank robbery, kind of like what you expect someone like Snarbley Woof to believe a bank robbery would look like, which is there's a glowing hole in the ceiling and a vault door has been ripped off by cables. It's quite cartoony. And there's a
Is it gorillas or cavemen?
What'd you say?
Is it gorillas or cavemen that are ripping open the vault door?
At the moment, it's tentacles of metal.
Oh, good enough.
Bomber in his suit of armor kind of like stomps through into this scene of bank robbery. It's kind of like, okay, bank robbery, right? Fine. And meanwhile, Nets is standing over his creation of exploded armor.
Yep, I did that with my mind.
With mind grenades.
Mm-hmm.
They're mind blowing. That was terrible. I'm gonna gloss over that.
Wow. That was pretty great.
Yeah, I'm gonna gloss over it. I'm going to just go out the way I came in and just run full tilt at the wall and just imagine it's a bead of curtains like to another doorway. Just that's it. A bead of curtains into like an exit so I can just get the hell out of here. It's the exit. And it's just I don't care. It's just I'm hauling ass, closing my eyes, just imagining it's an exit and running. Just straight ahead. So I guess I gotta roll a reflex and a will. So 11 and I guess my reflex is 19.
Okay. So Bomber goes running into a wall and then disappears through the wall, and the wall kind of shimmers back into being a wall behind him. And Bomber's kind of disappeared off into nowhere. Snarbley Wolf, what are you up to?
Let me think about that for a brief moment. Move over to Nets for a brief.
Nets, what are you up to?
Nets?
I'm thinking. I'm trying to figure out whether this is actually a reality that's being bent to our will, whether it's a psychosis, or whether it is a simulation. I'm leaning away from the psychosis idea because I don't believe in a proper shared hallucination, and that some of the stuff that's happening is a little bit too out there for my own mind. So, yeah, not a hallucination, or at least not something that's directly linked between people that way. I'm leaning towards either alternate dimension or, simulation. So I will everybody into a pleasant coffee house.
But
I just want us to all be sitting in chairs at a booth in a pleasant coffee house. Just like we can have a sit down and talk about this.
I got a 20.
You got a 20? I still, as far as I know, I'm just escaped. I already found the exit, and I got a
5.
Oh, I had a 20. I had a 20, and then it just faggoted out.
Okay, so Nets kind of stands there and rubs his temples and goes, coffee house, coffee house, coffee house, Starbucks, coffee house, other chains available, coffee house, Cafe Nero, God knows what. We are not sponsored by Starbucks.
Not a sponsored video, everybody.
Not a sponsored video. And nothing happens.
Then they just look up and yell out at everybody. He's like, come on, people, think with me.
Okay, my question, I disappeared into a wall. Where am I?
As far as you're aware, you're floating in nothingness. Like you've.
But I said okay. I'm just gonna
You've exited. You're out.
I'm in nothing. I'm gonna take off. I assume that. Can I swim like I'm in water?
Roll a will save. Yes, you
Bitch,
can.
I'm going swimming. I'm gonna swim back to the the wall that I came out of and try and go back in. I want to go back in because it's better than nothing.
But now you're
Okay.
just in an expanse of nothing, right? Like there's no wall for him to head back to, or does he just see in
But
his
when he-
mind's eye a wall when he wants to see a wall?
When,
So
when he swims around in a little semicircle, he can see the wall behind him. It's just a wall floating in space. There's no building or construction or anything. It's just literally just a horizontal wall.
I'm gonna just appear where they are. I'm gonna swim through the wall and appear where they are. That is the trippiest thing I've ever said. Holy shit. Just so we're clear. That is trippy
Okay.
as balls. I'm with them.
So
Yay.
Bomber swims back to the wall and swims back to his beaded curtain. He swims through his beaded curtain and then just kind of steps out of the wall next to Nets, just kind of like, "Hi, I'm here now." Yeah.
Can we go elsewhere where there's not weird shit? Just
Okay, so how about instead of us all thinking that we want to go elsewhere, I'm gonna stop playing with my dice now. How about we all start thinking and focusing on that we want to wake up, that we want to
Hold
end
up.
this and be out.
Hold up, Snarbly Wolf has to live his fantasy.
he's robbing a goddamn bank.
No, he's
What
not
is-
gonna rob the
No,
goddamn
he's
bank.
gonna imagine that he can read, and then we're gonna be surrounded by nonsense words, and they'll all make sense to the wolf man.
Oh no, he's gonna have he's gonna kill a guy, and then he's gonna read a piece of paper that says "you win" or something. I don't know.
He's gonna
So
kill,
anyway-
like, his greatest fantasy is to kill a guy and then find out, dude.
Snarbly Wolf
you-
points towards is the bank vault open now?
Yes.
All right, Snarbly Wolf points to this large, slender man who is carrying a large bag of money, and says, "You, 21 years ago, you've ruined my life, and now you're something, something, something. Take life, kill, blah blah blah." And then he runs up and whacks him with the crowbar upside the head.
Save.
What is going on?
Is this a 9
Yup.
plus 0?
Okay, so Snarbly Wolf points at this man and says that 21 years ago, you ruined my life, and now I shall take my life back. I shall kill you and put things back the way they're meant to be, and charges forwards and slams his foam rubber crowbar into the guy's head, and the guy crumples like a sack of potatoes.
Is there a piece of paper that says "you win"?
Oh, even better than that. As the guy hits the floor, he explodes into colored cubes, and up out of the colored cubes come a little computer game, and the words, what is it? Unstoppable victory.
Yes, I've did it. I can finally start living my life now.
I
I
need
turn around to Nets and Bomber and I say, "My life is fulfilled. I'm free." And I rip off the mask.
what the shit?
Okay, and now with this gorgeously empowered Snarbly Wolf, I can't see him the same with generic Action Man face. When he's ripping off
Don't
that
worry.
mask, I'm like imagining like glistening, beautiful, chiseled jawline, just powerful, manly man in glistening oil face.
You know what? That's his
I'm-
face. That's his face.
I'm pinching the bridge of my nose, closing my eyes, and shaking my head, going, "What the shit is going on? Am I the only non-insane person here?" And I just mouth sex to praying mantis.
Yes. Instead of
How
being
am I the
generic
only-
Action Man from Doom, he is now this.
No homo, that's a good looking dude though.
Go back. I actually want to see that.
No homo, that's a good looking dude though. Props on
Actually, you have to
him.
wait till he has he's a bit more dirty and there's some spiky hair. But yeah, you basically got that sort of right.
Props on him though.
Okay, so with Snarbly Wolf's big reveal of being this handsome man and having taken back his life by crowbarring someone to the head, I think we'll call it there and we will pick it up again in the next session.
That time already? Holy crap! The insanity is just. Yeah, we'll come back soon.
Yeah.
Nice. That's like right after I said something that's gonna be super hard to cut out. So your burp just got in the end of it. I hate you. I hate you.